Hello, and this is the 4-Minute Morning for today, Crypto Day, Tuesday, the 10th day of April, 2018. My name is Derek. Everything you do, like always, within your own risk, own reward. In today's video, we'll take a look at Bitcoin as well as 4 coins that I think want to get really high. Okay, so within Bitcoin on the daily term time frame, price action has been in the declining 18 average. It resisted the highs in here, resisted the lows rather. But it made a matching low. It is resisting the lows again. It's just sticking within the 18 average of lows at this phase. I think if you break this level of resistance, we'll come back down and test the previous 6,000 area level. But it's just a small move. Breaking down below that, there's a whole bunch of free room to the 3,000 level, and that's of course if it breaks above it. Let's take a look at this on the short-term time frame, but before we do, price action does need to get above this 18 average of highs and hold and stay above there for a significant period for me to talk about this thing reversing back to a bull market. And within the 60-minute, price action is basically in this sideways range, which is between 6,700 to 6,800. So everything in the 6,700s is within this range. If it can get above 6,800, there is this whole empty room for where the price fell up to previous high, and it could go further than that. But if price action can at least get up to close to 6,900, I'd be looking for this level of previous resistance, or current resistance rather, at 68 to be support. But breaking either side of the range is what I'll be looking for. It's relatively a tight range at only about $100 or 1.5%. Let's move on to some coins I think want to get really high. And let's start with POT, which has been in a constant decline for quite some time. This is the first time in which price action got above the 18 average of highs and has at least stayed above it the next day. Nothing too tremendous. However, is this a possibility for the change? It could be. If it's not, I'll be looking for a nice failed break below the 1100 and high change support. When we take a look at this on a, well, let's do 400-minute time frame, we can see that price action got back up to this point. So if it can hold and stay above this 1300s or so level, that would be very productive. But there's a lot of room after this decline that price action can test previous levels of resistance for tremendous gains higher. And next up, cannabis. And the length of these moves, last time this thing went from 400 to over 4,000. There has just been wild volatility. Sorry about that little mishap there. But price action has been in this declining move. Had a shot on January 25th to get above a declining 18 average. Didn't. Had a shot to get above the newly sideways 18 average on February the 10th. Barely did and didn't hold. Now on barely declining, starting to go sideways 18 average on March the 8th that went above. And now on a sideways one, it has gotten above. But I like how it's done so after spending 7 days within the band. But the last couple hugging the 18 average of highs, staying well above the lows. And of course, the price action has made its move outside above this level right now. We'll see how this holds, but this thing does have potential to have some pretty big gains in the near term. THC, which I talked about a while before, stated that from 1,000 even down to 500, this is something I thought would be a very good buy, but price action has been going in the sideways manner and is now starting to break out, and also having 2 days riding the 18 average of highs I do like as well. Let's take a look at the final one, which is DOPE. And within its declining move, it only had one decent leg lower, makes this high in here, comes back, retests previous low, but is managing to get above this area as well. So that's got possible potential. We'll see if they all go up together because they have in the past before. Thank you for tuning in to this video. And again, this is just speculation or higher probability odds that these coins will go higher. Have yourself a magnificent day. Bye-bye.